Hey there, welcome to Listen and Travel Talk. All you need is a pair of ears, and we'll take you anywhere in the world.
Hey Alex, so last episode we explored the grand canals and historic piazzas of Venice. This time I'm ready for the real stuff, food and local life.
Exactly. Today we're going deep into Venetian cibo e vita locale, food and everyday life. We'll check out Cicchetti and Baccari culture, the legendary Spritz and aperitivo, fresh seafood from the lagoon, and even the colorful island of Burano.
Cicchetti? Baccari? I've heard of a Spritz, but the rest sounds like a whole new world. So where do we start?
First, let me teach you a word. Baccaro. That's the name for a traditional Venetian wine bar, and it's where locals gather for cicchetti, small plates like skewered meatballs or marinated seafood. It's the heart of social life here.
Baccaro? Got it. I'm already imagining myself standing at a counter with a glass of wine. What's next?
Let's dive into Cicchetti culture. When I was there, I was genuinely blown away by this one thing, the variety. From bacala mantecato, creamed cod on a slice of polenta, to tiny fried seafood, every bite is a burst of the lagoon.
Wait, I had no idea. So it's like Venetian tapas? Do you just order a few at each bar?
Exactly. You hop from baccaro to baccaro. It's called a giro di ombre, which means a tour of shadows, referring to how wine was once sold in small glasses in the shade. You stand, you eat, you chat, you move on.
That sounds so fun and social. And what about the Spritz? I've seen so many different versions.
The classic Venetian Spritz is made with Aperol, Prosecco, and a splash of soda, bright orange and slightly bitter. But locals also love the Select Spritz, which is even more bitter. Here's something you can only really know if you've been there. Never order a Spritz after dinner. It's strictly an aperitivo.
Seriously? Why? I'd have ordered one anytime. So when do you drink it?
Usually between 6 and 8 in the evening before dinner. It awakens the appetite, and it's often accompanied by free snacks, called stuzzichini, especially if you sit down at a proper bar. This one's not on any map, but find a Baccaro slightly off the main tourist drag, and you'll get a real locals experience.
Okay, but what do you actually eat there beyond Cicchetti? I'm thinking seafood, since it's on the lagoon.
You've got it. Seafood is the backbone of Venetian cuisine. Think of dishes like sarde in saor, sardines marinated in vinegar, onions, and pine nuts, or moleche, soft-shell crabs, fried crispy, only available during certain seasons. And then there's risotto al nero di seppia, black squid ink risotto.
I'm so curious about the people there. Do Venetians still have strong local traditions?
Absolutely. Take the island of Burano, for example. It's known for its brightly colored fishermen's houses and handmade lace. Just knowing this one thing completely changes how you experience the trip. Those colors aren't random. They were painted bright so fishermen could spot their homes in the fog.
That's amazing. And the lace, do they still make it traditionally?
Yes, but fewer and fewer practitioners. You can visit the Lace Museum to see old pieces. And then there's the festivals, like the Festa del Redentore in July, where locals head to the Giudecca Canal on boats, eat, and watch fireworks. It's pure Venetian community spirit.
That sounds incredible. So food and festivals are really woven into everyday life. I love that. I bet there are tons of mistakes tourists make in Venice. Like, I'd probably order a cappuccino after lunch without thinking.
That's a big one. In Italy, cappuccino is strictly a breakfast drink, never after a meal. And in Venice, if you sit down at a cafe on Piazza San Marco, you'll pay a fortune for that coffee. Instead, do what locals do. Drink your espresso at the counter.
Okay, but what if I want to sit and enjoy the view?
Then you're paying for the view. But here's an insider tip. Find a supermarket deli. You'll see locals picking up a small bottle of wine and a panino, then sitting on a bridge or a canal step. It's a fraction of the price and a much more authentic experience.
Brilliant. What about other mistakes? Do people accidentally offend locals?
Some tourists treat Venice like a theme park. They talk loudly on bridges, block narrow streets while taking selfies, or worse, they wander into residential courtyards and peer into windows. Remember, Venice is a living city with residents. Be respectful of their space.
That makes sense. I'd hate it if tourists did that in my neighborhood. So just be mindful and quiet.
Exactly. And one more thing. Don't order a Spritz without specifying. You'll get the standard aperol. If you want a local twist, ask for a select Spritz or Cynar Spritz. Locals will appreciate that you know the difference.
Got it. I'm already planning my Cicchetti crawl. Thanks, Alex.
All right, let's wrap up. Today we explored the real Venice. Cicchetti and Baccari, the art of aperitivo, lagoon seafood, the colorful story of Burano, and local festivals that keep the city's soul alive.
My personal highlight has to be the idea of the Giro di Ombre, hopping from Baccaro to Baccaro with a glass of wine. It just sounds so wonderfully Venetian.
Great choice. Here's my travel wisdom. Venice doesn't reveal itself to those who rush. Slow down. Sit by a canal with a glass of wine and a plate of Cicchetti, and let the city's rhythms wash over you. That's the real Venice.
Beautifully said. So how was today's journey? Next episode, we're off to somewhere brand new. This has been Listen and Travel Talk. See you there.
Close your eyes. Travel with your ears. So where are we headed today? Actually, we've reached the end. Arrivederci.